Leo, I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and these are your predictions for July 2025. I've set the intention of this reading to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. So if you are a Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus placement, odds are there's a message in this reading for you. If you're not sure what your placements are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Take a look at that site, and then just come back here and watch the July 2025 predictive reading for the placement or placements that you wish to view. All of them should be up this week. Keep in mind, my friend, this is a collective general reading. It is not individualized nor personalized to you, and therefore messages may come through today that don't fully resonate. And if that happens, don't get upset. It just means that one message is intended for another Leo or another Leo placement watching. So just take what fits, how it fits, and leave what doesn't. And of course, if you would like a one-on-one live Zoom tarot reading with yours truly, please visit my website, thetimeline.tarot.com, for more information. With all of that said, let's begin. And I hope, Leo, that AC unit in the back there isn't too loud for you, but it's nearly 100 degrees here today, no joke. And so there's no way I could do the reading without the AC unit. So I apologize if that's a little too loud for you. So let's tap into the Leo Collective now. For July 2025, what do they need to know for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus? One more shuffle now. The Two of Cups card wanted to show itself, so I'm going to do another shuffle here. One more shuffle now. Thank you. In the heart of your spread, my dear, we have the Knight of Pentacles. In the top row, we have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Hangman. We have the King of Cups. Flanking the Knight of Pentacles is the Death card, followed by the Five of Wands. And in the bottom row, we have the Eight of Swords. We have the High Priestess. And we have the Ten of Cups. Bottom of the deck is a little sneak peek now into August. You have the Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, and the Strength card. And I'm going to take this one also. We have the Lovers to the Seven of Wands. This is definitely in respect to a partnership in your life, whether that is with a friend, family member, or a lover. I'm going to clarify these cards now with the After Tarot deck. The cards in this deck have a slightly different meaning than the original Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck that we've all come to know and love. And so I'll give you those meanings and their interpretations, how they pertain to your reading as we move through the messages today. Let's clarify this now for Leo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. We are clarifying the Nine of Pentacles, the Hangman, King of Cups, Death, Knight of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Eight of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Ten of Cups for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus for July 2025. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Nine of Pentacles is clarified by the Sun. The Hangman is clarified by the Ace of Swords. The King of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Swords. The Death card is clarified by the Nine of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. The Five of Wands is clarified by the Knight of Wands. The Eight of Swords is clarified by the King of Pentacles. The High Priestess is clarified by the Six of Swords. And the Ten of Cups is clarified by the King of Cups. You sure have a lot of people in your energy this month. Okay, bottom of the deck for, and I was going to mention it, but I'll mention it when we get to August. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Five of Wands. Going to take the King of Swords here as well. You have a lot of people here. That leaves the Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and Temperance here at the bottom of the deck. So, my darling, a quick breakdown of the 9-card spread here. I basically have taken the month of July and I've split it up into 3 sections, a third, and a third. Top row is the first 10 days, middle row is the middle portion of the month, and the last row here will be the final 10 days of the month. Your overall energy for the entire month can be found right here in the center of this spread, and that would be the Knight of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you're busy in the month of July, Leo. I think you're focused on your stability. I think you're focused on projects. I think you're taking your time with these projects. I don't think that you're rushing anything. So whether you're learning a new skill, expanding upon a skill, doing work around your home, redecorating, investing in yourself, I don't think you're going wild and spending a lot of money. I think it's very slow and steady investment of your pentacle energy, your time, your love, your money, etc., into yourself and into the things around you in your life that bring you joy and add to your stability. So I like this very grounded energy here for you, my dear. And the Eight of Pentacles Plus the one pentacle here that the Knight is holding is 9 pentacles. And so it's a very independent, I really need to start nurturing myself and taking care of myself and my space and my future. And so I like it, whether you're partnered or not. It's a very independent, me-focused kind of energy, and I think you need it after the last couple of months of everything that you have gone through. So bravo to you. I like this as your overall energy here for the entire month. You are starting off the month, consequently, with the 9 of Pentacles to the Sun card. I can't tell you how much I love this for you after everything you've been through. You are grounded. You are focused on yourself. You're focused on your long-term goals. You are no longer chasing situations, environments, or connections that don't make you happy. This is pre-Empress energy, whether you are masculine or feminine. And so I think you're just nurturing yourself. You're doing what makes you feel good. There's also an ample amount of healing that's taking place here because the Sun in general could be a card that talks about healing. So yeah, I just feel like you're happier and freer. And just feeling more childlike, and I don't mean that in an immature way, but there seems to be a good amount of happiness here restored to you, a lot of childlike qualities of laughing, flirtation, and I think that all comes from you being very deeply rooted this month in yourself, taking care of you. Hangman to the Ace of Swords, this aha epiphany moment in the first 10 days of the month that I need to get back to me. I see things clearly. I lost myself in that prior situation, environment, or connection, and I can't do that again. It's a very honest conversation that you're having with yourself. King of Cups to the Queen of Swords. I feel like okay, well, twofold message there. When you're communicating with individuals in the first 10 days of the month, I think you're doing so from a place of love, King of Cup energy, but I also think you're doing it from a place of brevity, Queen of Swords energy. So I think you're saying what you need to say to the people that really do mean a lot to you, but I don't think you're overdoing it. If someone, if you appreciate something that someone did for you, I think you're thanking them, but I don't see you being very expressive. And I think it's just because you're learning to pull back your energy to give to people that are good to you, that do reciprocate your energy back to you. But it's almost like you're pulling back on your investment energy here. It's like I can convey to someone what they mean to me without me spending 2 hours telling them what a wonderful person they are and propping them up on a pedestal. So it's expressing emotions from the heart with great brevity, being very short and sweet and concise, yet still loving. For others of you, you have an individual that you've disconnected from in the past, or you are in the process of disconnecting from currently, attempting to communicate with you here. I see you being very short and very abrupt in your conversational dealings with this individual. I do think you're communicating with them, but you seem to be a little cold towards this person. Flanking the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles is the Death card and the Nine of Cups. In respect to the people that you are communicating with, yeah, I think you're being loving and I think you're being generous. But I think gone are the days where you will be overindulging on a particular person, like showering someone with a ridiculous amount of praise. Again, if it's warranted and it's deserved, you're giving it to them, but in equal measure to what you're receiving from them as well. You're investing way more into yourself and into the situations, environments, or connections in your life that actually do bring you joy and happiness. And this goes for experiences as well. I just think you'll be experiencing life a little bit differently by the time you get to the middle portion of the month. As for those of you who are hearing from a past person that has exited your life or a current individual who's in the process of exiting your life, I see you putting an end to the connection. I don't think you are interested in spending any more of your resources, time, love, money, devotion, etc., etc. I don't think you're willing to invest that in an individual who in the past caused you tremendous amount of harm, like emotional harm or financial harm, or an individual that you propped up on a pedestal and kind of breadcrumbed you or gave you less. So for those of you where you have that past person coming around, I don't see you continuing the connection with them after the middle portion of the month. Flanking the other side of the Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Five of Wands and the Knight of Wands. I feel like this person is very persistent. Whether they're no longer in your life or they're slowly, making their way out of your life in that first 10 days of the month, even though you're calling the connection over, this person is trying to charm their way back into your life. This time, I believe they are facing a very different Leo. You seem to be a little bit more combative. It's not Five of Swords energy, but you're clearly letting this person know that the two of you are on very, very different pages. I don't know who this person is to you, Leo, and I'm not trying to make this sound like hierarchical in any sense, but in these readings, you technically show up as like pre-empress or emperor energy, or a king or a queen. And this person consistently shows up as a knight. When they do show up as a knight, it's a knight of wands, least consistent knight, or they show up as a page. So I just kind of feel like this is the same person. And if it's not the same person, it's the same type of person. Either way, because of what you have gone through and this period of growth and this realization, epiphany, aha moment of the hangman energy of saying, I've given too much and I need to start taking care of myself. And because you're actually doing that, whether this is a past person returning or that person exiting who kind of doesn't want to go, even though you're telling them you're ending the connection, or if it's someone new who's just mimicking those same qualities, I just see you here not being interested. So I kind of feel like you've learned your lesson here the hard way, whether that was with a friend, family member, or lover. You're not ignoring red flags anymore. And if it's this past person, or like I said, the current person, you're kind of exiting the connection from in the first 10 days of the month, I don't feel like you're taking this person back. And if it's a new person mimicking those qualities of the past person, I don't think that you're accepting this person into your life either. Final 10 days of the month, we have the Eight of Swords to the King of Pentacles. Very much focused on yourself, focused on your stability, focused on nurturing, again, situations, environments, or connections that have a real tangible long-term investment for you. And you can see that return on investment, right? I don't think that you're entertaining Knight of Wands kind of characters. However, I do think you're up in your head over this past connection. There's a myriad of reasons why this is happening. For some of you, it's been a month or so since the disconnection. This person has attempted to reconcile with you. You're a hard no, but there's still something in your head, kind of second guessing yourself. Am I doing the right thing? And I think because to you, that person at some point encompassed your Nine of Cups. And I think you thought one day that they would be part of your Ten of Cups. And so there is some kind of mental anguish here that you're experiencing, even though you're very structured and stable and still focusing on yourself and nurturing your dreams and your own goals and aspirations. There's still some mental thing of like, did I do the right thing by ending things in the past or not accepting this person back into my life? And for those of you where you're literally ending the connection in July, and this person seems to be a little persistent here, yeah, I do think that you're caught up in your head. And again, just wondering if you're doing the right thing. Regardless of whether or not you ended this connection in the past and the person's coming back around again this month, or you're ending it in the first half of this month and they seem a little bit resistant to the ending, High Priestess to the Six of Swords, I think you know that your journey moving forward does not include this person. I think you intuitively know what is best for you. And maybe because you spent the first several weeks here of the month of July and maybe even part of June nurturing yourself and healing and taking care of yourself, I think you're starting to realize by the last 10 days of the month of July that this person was a real drain on your energy, and for some of you, maybe even your financial resources. So I do see you here moving forward. In the After Tarot deck, the Six of Swords, this person or individuals, they've made it safely to land. It's a new land, right? They've traversed the turbulent waters, and I just kind of think that you know that this person is not part of your life's journey. We have the Ten of Cups to the King of Cups. This is what you are interested in. You are only open and receptive to individuals who are on your level. Remember, you show up as a king or queen, and this is what you're open to. So I don't think you're totally closed off to love. You're just closed off to love where the other individual is taking from you and giving you very little in return. Or they give you intermittent love. On Monday they love you, on Tuesday they don't know if they want the connection. I think those days are pretty much done for the Leo collective. You're looking for a solid, stable, dependable partner. Your heart is still open to love. You haven't completely, closed yourself off to the idea of meeting a love partner. And I'll throw this out there for some of you. You're meeting this person by the end of the month. You may not be interested in them, to be quite honest with you, because you're still healing from that past connection. And that's okay, because the King of Cups here is pouring out the cup. So for some of you, you could encounter someone that maybe if you weren't, still healing from this other connection, you probably would be more open to this person. But if they're asking you out on a date, it looks like for most of you, your response here is a no. Although this person does appear to be a soulmate for you. Tell me more about this King of Cups here. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Chariot, the Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. This person is your person. For those of you meeting this person in the final 5 days or so of the month of July. We've got Eight of Cups, the Moon, and the Queen of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. Some of you have a lot of fears, doubts, and insecurities when it comes to getting involved in another connection so soon after the other one you either walked away from or they walked away from you. So I understand your apprehension here, but with two Ten of Cup cards on the table and that Chariot card, it's this could very well be victory and love for you, my dear. Tell me advice here. I typically don't do advice readings, but I did one for Cancer because theirs was pretty heavy, and I feel like you need one here for this. So advice for Leo here when this new person shows up at the end of the month. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Magician. This is the type of person that you actually have been manifesting. I think in the past what you were manifesting ended up being a Knight of Wands. This is the type of person you actually were manifesting. Six of Pentacles. In this deck, this is equal give and take between two energies. Six of Wands. And the bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune. Seven of Swords. Nine of Cups. Tower. Wow. Three of Cups. Six of Cups. Oh my God, this gets so good. Page of Swords. Empress. Queen of Swords. There you are again. And you're still healing. So for some of you, you may friend zone this person. And I recommend that you do that. I don't think you should blow this person off. At some point in your life, you made a manifestation and you forgot to cancel it. Your manifestation was, I want someone who will give to me equally. I want someone that I could be victorious with in love. I want someone that is attractive looking. I want someone who is generous. I want someone who compliments me. Here's your manifestation. For most of you, you're meeting this person, like I said, in the final 10 days or so of the month of July. It's your time to meet this person. You might not feel ready, and that's okay. You don't have to immediately go from one connection to another. In fact, I would say to not do that, but I wouldn't completely sabotage your Nine of Cups here either. Seven of Swords to the Nine of Cups by totally shutting this person down. If I were you, I would tell this person that you are interested in them or interested in getting to know them better. But I would be honest and say, I'm still healing from this other connection. If you want to be friends and take this extremely slow, then I'm open to that. I wouldn't completely shut the door on this person. This seems to be the type of person you have been hoping and praying for. It also seems to be the type of person you wish that past person was, and they weren't. So the Tower, I think you meet this person. Tower to the Three of Cups to the Six of Cups. It's a soulmate, soul bond connection. Again, we have 6 plus 3 is 9 cups. You could meet this person at a gathering, birthday party, vacation. It just seems to be more out in the community or out socializing. This could also be someone that a friend of yours connects you to or introduces you to. And for others of you in modern dating times, this could also be like online community. So maybe you're meeting this person like in an online dating group, like on Facebook, or maybe you're meeting this individual on a dating profile for those of you who are ready to do that. Page of Swords, there's that incoming communication. Empress to the Queen of Swords. So there's back and forth communication here. Your communication to this person seems to be very cold, and that's because you're very much in that Emperor, Empress energy, but you're really shielding yourself from new connections. She's very stoic here in the chair, whether you're masculine or feminine. So even though you're cutting this past person out of your life, I wouldn't be so quick to cut out this person from my life. That's just me. Sneak peek now into August. I feel like that connection is ending, or you're finally coming to terms with it and making huge milestones in regards to your journey of healing as that new offer comes in. The Ace of Pentacles is the new, and the Five of Pentacles is grieving from the loss. So for some of you, again, this is happening at the end of August, at the end of July, beginning of August. It's running back to back, healing the emotional abandonment wounds of the past while this new opportunity comes in. You have the Strength card, which for me is telling me this is transpiring in Leo season. And then we have the Lovers card, which I do believe is this new soulmate connection for you. But again, with that Seven of Wands, you seem to be a bit guarded. And I don't blame you at all. But again, I wouldn't brush this person off entirely. I think that you should friend zone this person and be honest with them why you're doing that. And if they're willing to wait, then you know they're the one. In the After Tarot deck, we have the Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the King of Swords. I really like this for you. I do think there's an attempt of this past person coming back around again in the month of August. For some of you, it'll be because they find out or hear that you're entertaining someone else. I don't foresee you taking this person back. Seven of Swords in the After Tarot deck has a trap, and I think you know that this person has not changed, and I don't think that you want to go back and be caught in this trap again. It's taken you quite some time to figure your way out of this and get to where you are today. So when this person comes back around again, I don't think yet you are accepting them. Five of Wands, you don't even want to fight about it. And King of Swords is the King of Brevity. So I just kind of think it's, for some of you, you might not even respond to this person. For others of you, you're just a very clear and concise no. Let's get some oracle cards now for you, and then we'll close it out with some kippers. Not too bad on timing there. Let's get some oracle cards now, please, for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. One card now for the first 10 days of the month, middle portion of the month, and final 10 days of the month. And we'll get a couple more cards out of this deck for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. First 10 days of the month, please. Thank you. Middle portion of the month. Thank you. Final 10 days. Thank you. Okay, my darling. First 10 days of the month, you have asked for your needs to be met. I like this. God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped. And it begins with asking. So I would ask, we have a new moon in Cancer on June 25th, which is the day that this will be released. And then we also have a full moon in Capricorn on July 10th, which covers this first 10-day period. So if you need help like releasing this past person and you want to call in that you need help or courage or strength or anything like that to do that, to be able to fully cut the cord and release them, I would ask for it in that full moon in Capricorn. You then have the Holy Spirit. Expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. I feel like that's doubling down on that message that if you need help regaining yourself, rebuilding yourself, ask for the help. It'll literally come in for you. Middle portion of the month, changes. Your path is leading you to a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. And this is the big transitional change here for those of you where you're officially closing out that connection, or for others of you where that person comes back around again and you're saying no. I think that's a big change because you're going, and I think I said in one of your readings, you're going from being the doormat to being the door and knowing when to close it solidly in someone's face who treated you so poorly in the past. Heart awakening. Awaken to acceptance and divine love, give and receive and balance. And I think that's what you're open to. Again, I don't feel like you're totally shut down from love. You just want to have a connection in your life. And it could be with a platonic friendship also. It could also be with a family member. But you no longer want to put people up on pedestals and then they're just kind of throwing crumbs at you. You're looking for equal reciprocity. And I don't blame you. You have exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. So again, if you're manifesting to call things in or to release this individual or individuals, maybe for some of you, this is like a group of friends or several people, it says the key to manifesting quickly is to have very high energy levels. And the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Choose a fun and meaningful activities so that you'll look forward to exercising and it becomes its own reward. For others of you, if you're unable to maybe like even get outside, because in the Southern Hemisphere, I believe it's officially winter there now, then try to do things around your home. Even if you're immobile, you could also just meditate, and that definitely will clear your energy and help you to be able to manifest. And then we have prayer and contemplation. Wow. Connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive. Almost all your cards here are talking about asking for what you want and it will come to you. We'll close it out with two kippers now for each of the thirds. Nice reading here for you, Leo. It looks like you're regaining your composure, regaining your stability, focusing on yourself. You seem to be a hard no to this person. And for many of you, you have a real spiritual connection here on your path by the end of the month. So first 10 days, you have wealthy man, came out on its side. And then you have imprisonment. I feel like this is the individual that you're healing from. Wealthy man, wealthy woman. They're on their side. And not, wealthy could be in terms of their finances. It doesn't have to be. I just think at some point you saw this person as a divine counterpart. That's card number 13. And we add 1 + 3 = 4. So whether it's, you know, the Emperor of card number 4 in the major arcana portion of the deck or not, could be an Empress. I know that's a 3, but I just feel like at some point you saw this person as an equal. And really what they were was a trap. Remember, even in that 7 of Swords, I just kind of feel like you were imprisoned in that connection, and now you are becoming free of it. 2 cards now, please, for the middle portion of the month for Leo. Wow. Yeah, we didn't see the Tower here, but I guess we should have. It looks like you are ending this connection. It's done. House is in the reverse, which for me in this deck is sort of like the Tower. The foundation of the relationship is on its head. I think you see this person as a thief. They stole from you your time, your love, your money, etc., etc. So I do see an official end here to this courtship, to this partnership. There's a change here in this soul contract. For some of you, very well could be a spouse here. And let's get 2 cards here for the final 10 days for Leo. You have Privileged Lady and that Sudden Wealth card. Both of them are in the reverse. Yeah, this is that final goodbye now to this person. Healing from them. Again, when I see that privilege card in a reading like this, I think this is someone that you kept up on a pedestal. The relationship was bad for your health, adjudication, and thoughts. I think you are severing this contract. Now, maybe for some of you, you had a legal contract with this person. Could be a business partner. Could be someone that you had shared resources with or you were married to. And for others of you, this individual is just someone that you had a soul contract with. I would like some kippers, though, on this new person that appears to be coming in. We have Journey on its side, and we have the, okay, bottom of the deck, you have main male, could be main female. You could be meeting this person at work or while you're out running errands. This is a rebirth in love for you, my friends. We have the Journey card, came out kind of on its side. Some of you will accept this. Some of you won't. Some of you will just kind of postpone this new journey of your life with this person. And we have the Marriage card in the reverse. See, I think for some of you, you're not ready to enter into another soul contract, but that's okay. I do think that this is a rebirth in love for you. Look at that. You're still healing from the loss of that false person. And that's completely understandable. So if you don't want a rebound connection, and I strongly advise that you don't do that, I would just tell this person that you're still healing, and I would friend zone them, because for most of you, this seems to be the one. That is what I have for you, Leo. I was not expecting that twist there, but there you go. That is what I have for you for July 2025. You're on to better and brighter days, and man, do you guys and gals deserve it. So bravo to you. That's what I have for you. If you like these messages, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.